We're told that Jesus Christ has come here to Bath Iron Works today to give his blessings of this $4 billion, very expensive and provocative warship destroyer, stealth destroyer they say. I don't believe the Prince of Peace would actually come here and bless the warship. I think it's not so in the real world. But Americans like to think that God is on our side. But I don't think God chooses sides amongst the people of the planet. The job of this new stealth destroyer, $4 billion and counting, will be to sneak up on the coast of China and blast them in a first strike attack with electromagnetic rail guns that travel 7 times the speed of sound.
I had never seen so many people at Bath Iron Works lined up to go in and see the launching of a destroyer. There were all kinds of police there, the sheriff's department was on guard, there were a lot of Bath policemen. I'd also never seen so many policemen and security at such a launch before. Also at the launch were perhaps almost 100 people eventually that came to protest the launching of a weapon of mass destruction.
I wonder if I can put someone on the spot, a local Quaker, one of the members of our committee that's planning this, Leslie Manning. I wonder if she might say something about this process.
Maine has a wonderful history of engaging our citizens on the impact of large corporations on our community. One of the models that we're using is the Citizens Fair Trade Commission that was created after the so-called fair trade agreements stripped our state of manufacturing jobs. And in a climate where poor people are being blamed for our economy, let's remember that poor people did not cause the worldwide economic collapse, and that poor people did not strip Maine of its manufacturing jobs, and that poor people do not benefit from tax cuts to the wealthy. Those are all lies, but the only thing that it takes for a lie to succeed is for good people to do nothing. So thank you for being here, and thank you for helping us to change the conversation from making war to making peace.
I would appreciate that, yeah.
Well, look at this. Officers and enlisted men and family members all walking together in a parade. I was in the Navy, and I never saw officers and enlisted men walking together in solidarity. There was always a huge separation.
But the fact is that investing in military contracting and building weapons of mass destruction is one of the worst job generators there is. And I'm holding a chart that comes from that Pollan and Pelletier study, the employment effects of U.S. military spending out of UMass Amherst, where they put a $1 billion investment into different sectors of our economy. This one represents defense contracting. That gets you the fewest number of jobs. This is just giving the citizens a tax rebate, creates more jobs than building weapons of mass destruction, manufacturing energy efficient home components, healthcare, education, the field I work in, and mass building, light rail or mass transit generates more than twice as many jobs as investing in building weapons.
Thank you all very much for being here today. Last fall in November, there was a campaign in Bath opposing a TIF, a tax break that General Dynamics wanted $6 million on top of $197 million they already got since 1997. And a local committee of Bath residents organized. We went to 95% of the doors across the city.
Support the troops!
And the people.
We're here to sing your hymns.
And And the people in the community, the people in the community responded by contacting the city council, and they ended up cutting the request by $3 million. This was a big step for Bath. And so the committee came out of that experience saying, what should we do next? And decided that we should create a community conversation about the conversion and diversification of Bath Iron Works. And so today, that's the theme of this protest, of this event. And what we're now building towards is a community potluck and program on Friday, June 27th here in Bath. I hope you'll put that on your calendar, because we're going to be inviting lots of elected officials and business leaders from across the state. And we hope that many of you will come and join us. There'll be a potluck supper that night, and then we'll have the program afterwards. And we'd like to show that there are concerned citizens all over the state that would like to see this conversion process happen. Because unless we do, and until we do, there will be no end to war.